All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good wherever you are. This is another episode of the Talkative Typecast, and Fandaha, we are carrying on with the coverage of this taxi situation. It's been quite, how do we say, it's been on and popping for quite a while here in the CPT. So, I haven't seen this Lena myself, so let's just see.
In the Western Cape is continuing this morning. In fact, it was supposed to end yesterday, but operators say they will continue till the impounding of taxis is stopped. At least 10 Golden Arrow buses have been torched since the protest began. No, the city is promising to provide police escorts for public transport vehicles. Our reporter Nobesuthu Hejan is on the ground for us and has been following the strike since it began, and she joins us live right now. It's day 8 right now, Nobesuthu. What's the latest that you can share with us at the moment?
I won't lie. I think Nobesuthu Hejan's hella hot, man. I like that girl, you know. Sure, I feel. I'm not there.
Well, William, we do know that at 12 o'clock, the mayor of Cape Town, Mr. Jordan Hill Lewis, has called a meeting with Santaco as well as the Provincial Transport Department to see if these parties will either reach an agreement or see a way forward. He does say that over the past 2 days he has seen that it's been calm, no attacks have been reported, especially towards the Golden Arrow buses, and those were some of the initial agreements for them to speak to Santaco. But we do know that Santaco last night announcing to the media that it will be seeking an interdict from the city of Cape Town to not impound their vehicles and also to release of their vehicles should they decide to go back on the roads. We are in Nyanga, in Botchers Quarry, where behind me there's actually a lot of police contingency, and a few minutes ago you would have seen there were buses that were around this area, but most of them have left to transport people to their places of employment. But I'm joined by Uputs Piwo Gushe, who is a commuter. He was telling me that since the strike or the stay away called by Santaco, the issue has been their safety. But you were telling me earlier about some of the issues ukubanize apha ezibhasini noyikisela safety yenu.
Wesisi kunjalo soyikisela impilo zethu, and like kunama message aseculateayo ngoko WhatsApp umzekelo amanye sanda zawenza ku Facebook into xa ngaba uvuka ekseni, like akumela kube khona umuntu ovukayo ekseni. Xa ngaba uvuka ekseni like nje kuzobudutyulwa wonke umuntu. Even imoto ze-companies ezi-willing into bazilanda abasebenzi bazo ziyoyikisela ukungena ngaphakathi apha eNyanga eCrossroads, zoyikisela loo nto leyo. Even so ufikile emsebenzini ke ngoku ufika benza into ba ubuye kumele mhlawumbe uhambe i-hour, umzekelo uzofika ukudrophe lapha imoto kusamele uhambe ePhilippi ngenyawo, izokudropha e-airport uzowalka ngenyawo. Even nasekuseni kumele wenze njalo uhlangabeze imoto. But before uvuke kumele wenze sure into yoba ngaba uqale wenze assessment yoba ngaba i-situation ngaphandle injani na, uyahambeka na kuzofika apha phansi kwi-bridge apho kunizofumana khona ibhasi.
Well, William, Uputsipokoshe is basically saying that before coming to this area of Botchers Quarry where they normally catch the bus, they would have to assess the situation because of different messages that are circulating online, on Facebook, that if you go to work you'll be targeted. And in most cases a lot of employees have not been wearing their uniforms because they are scared of being targeted. Putwam, just tell us about the financial impact, because obviously it's not something that you've planned for, and I understand in Cape Town with Golden Golden Arrow buses, certain times you pay a specific price and the prices aren't the same. So just tell us about the financial.
Did you know that rush hour in the morning, your bus is hella expensive, and then if you catch it after rush hour, the price is cheaper? Big brains on Brad. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, it just does. Because you don't want to, if you're catching a taxi at whatever time, 10, 11, those guys are never on time. But the bus is cheaper and it's always on time. Well, for the most part. I do like the way that they do the bus pricing here in Cape Town.
Impact.
Yes, affecta kakhulu, iyasilimaza indaba because besingayibhajethelanga imali, so besibhajethe kwanye amateksi mhlawumbe uyahamba nje uyeziyela eParu, if eParu ngemali eyi-1 then uyabuya. Ngoku sometimes wenze mhlawumbe ukuthi ayifumani mhlawumbe ibhasi eya exactly indawo uya kuyo, so kumele mhlawumbe uthathe ibhasi eya eBellville umzekelo, bese mhlawumbe uye eParu. Kumele ugibele kabini, ugibele mhlawumbe uye eBellville, then from lapho futhi eBellville phinde ugibele uye eParu. The same thing futhi mhlawumbe emalanga xa mhlawumbe imoto mhlawumbe ayikho ibhasi, kumele uzame ucela uphuma early, uphinde futhi ugibele uye eBellville. Sometimes walk because imali asiyibhajethelanga for uba ungagibela kabini, uphinde walk mhlawumbe okanye ugibele.
It's another thing, eh? If you are bad at financial management, having to take a taxi every day, you kind of like can't blow your money, you know? Where are the trains, man? Where are the trains? Those things were reliable. The taxi guys don't fuck with those things, and they cheap him or not. What happened to the trains in Cape Town, Batu?
eBellville, then apho konizophinda ufumane ibhasi futhi ezokuthatha izokushiya apha phansi kwebridge. So iyas-affecta kakhulu indaba yemali kakhulu, because besingayibhajethelanga, to be honest.
Ningabakhweli mhlawumbe ningathanda kuthini because siyabona uSantaco nesixeko se-City of Cape Town abade bafike kwizivumelwano.
No, besingathanda uba bazame mhlawumbe ukuthi bahlangane baxoxisane ngaphandle kwe-violence like kwezocala lamateksi. And esingakuthanda mhlawumbe kuSantaco into yokuba ngaba njengoku kahle iyaphuma esandleni xa ngaba umzekelo xa uyabheka ngoku kuzobuye kubela into yase-KZN ye-looting, because abantu xa bethi bavalile ezindlini bama baphume ezindlini isisu mosasikweleetwa kahle kahle, so kumele umuntu ephumile ayozama. So
Okay, also makes sense. What he's saying there, Kehore, if now the taxi guys go on strike and then there's no transport, now people can't go anywhere to hustle, and you're gonna still be sitting at home hungry. So what ends up happening is that you're gonna have, well, things like looting happen as a result of something like that. You can't be sitting at home hungry doing nothing. Now there's 1,000 of you at all home doing nothing. There's a shop there. That's how things like looting start to happen. It makes a very interesting example for how interconnected or how intertwined taxis are with people's lives, because you would not think them just not working today would result in something like that. And at the end of the day, it's got nothing to do with the taxi operators, but the way it's going to get reported, obviously, somehow it's going to get tied to the taxi people, but it was just people at home who were hungry.
xa ngaba umvalele endlini then umfida enye imentality yokuba ngaba makahamba ozama ukuthi aphile. That is why sizobona mhlawumbe like kusenzeka i-looting kwezi-shops mhlawumbe zitshiswa, even kwezi-shop mhlawumbe zincinane zilocal namhlanje zivaliwe ii-shops zonke kuthiwe mazivalwe.
Yeah, see, so now what's happened is they've said all the shops must be closed because of what I just explained a second ago. So it's not that now you find that the shop owner can't open, but it becomes dangerous because people can't go to work. I never thought of that, but that makes sense.
As operate isonga sifumana phi umzekelo, so which means lonto leyo kahle yenza into maba umnye mhlawumbe anze achwechwe ahambe mhlawumbe ayokweba mhlawumbe umzekelo, so izophuma mhlawumbe igqibele mhlawumbe sele ibugebengu.
Well, that was Uputspiwo Kuhle Nkwekwana talking about the financial impact. He says if
Good insight, though. I do appreciate the insight. That's pretty dope.
he normally
No, Besu too.
he would normally
Hey,
take
Jana.
a taxi
Hey,
to
Sarah.
his choice of work, or rather in Peru, but because of this stay away, he has to walk from Philippi to Borches Quarry, and he will have to then, if he missed a bus of heading to Peru, then he will have to take another bus which travels to Belleville, and from there he would make another journey. So he's talking about the financial.
No, man. He was just making different examples. Jesus. Where the hell was Borches Quarry again? Philippi and Borches Quarry, I think they're very far. No, Besu too. Girl.
Impact, and is also calling on, or rather appealing to Santaco, the provincial government and the city of Cape Town to try and reach an amicable solution, because
Sorry,
it's the
I got a freaky
vulnerable
look
people
about me there.
that are impacted. And you would have seen while we were speaking to him, another law enforcement nyala has been rather escorting a Golden Arrow bus to the area, and there's a number of police law enforcement agencies around here in ensuring that these buses aren't attacked, and also the commuters who are heading to work, they are also safe in the area. And this has been the situation in many communities around Cape Town, as we know that Golden Arrow buses don't at this stage go inside the township. They operate in the peripheries of these communities in Nyanga as well as in Khayelitsha.
Well, you know what? Let's be honest. The truth is that it's really, what do I want to say? You want to call it, should we say, much of the same, really. This is what happens with all taxi when the guys decide not to go to work. Different day, same script. I wonder who's gonna win here. Me personally, I still don't think the city's gonna be able to win, because it's almost like the taxi guys are the veins in a body. You know what I mean? You can't do anything without the blood and the oxygen getting to where it needs to get to. So CPT. Hey, plus even the minister was on this shit. You see that other dance are the Cape Town guys are doing whatever. Me, I'm not trying to take sides. Kalejwesa fella what's going on. But I don't know. Once the economy starts squealing, hey, you know, JP Morgan, they're gonna have a different story to say then. But till the next one, Hawang!